All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back on TikTok. Wow, wow, wow. What do we get to do? Have more fun with you and me. We're going to have some fun today. Write down, tapping a pen, ready to go. Let's begin. You see, I got basically in trouble when I said a bad word. Now, it's just a silly word, but it's okay. Got back on TikTok. But you know what? I was going to say hell of a week, but ay. What do we got to do? Now, in the back behind me, you see $20,000 at 4:30. You see, I got some choices today. This is the day we're gonna have some fun, but understand we get to play the game as well. So hey, how we doing, Jimmy? How we doing, Black Kinfolk? How you doing? I love those shirts. But there's a little misspelling. It's okay. You put a G versus a D. You've known me for how many years? Yeah. That's okay. Now we're gonna talk about LLC, corporations, all these pieces. Again, we got all the choices. But again, you have questions or anything else, just type them out, because we got to make sure have some fun. So share the life, and look in the link tree. We're gonna have some fun. Now we're going to talk about that $20,000 I need today. This is a goal because we had somebody throw a rock through our window and steal our cameras. We had a bank account hacking. We had a flat tire. We had and I got banned on TikTok for a couple of days. If it could go wrong, it went wrong. But guess what? We get to play a little bit today, so we're going to think of that $20,000. Would you like a hell of a discount? Would you like to get through the process and help me close an escrow today? We're going to talk about that as well. Go to the screen. Let's understand. I got to be the godfather of credit years and years ago. Isn't that weird? What a weird name they gave me. So on the screen, they're going to show it right now. Okay. This is weird. What happened is, I went to Belinda Lee's radio show on KNX, the cooking hour. I said, hey, you must be the godfather of credit. It's took ever since. I've been at that station 50 years. So I can do one thing. I can rebuild your life if you allow me to. I can rebuild a life. But again, tablet and pin time, learning to begin. What happens is you know everything. You really do. You do not. But that's right. I don't know everything as well. I don't know everything, but I know pretty much. I know how to create millions and billions. Would you like to join me? Millions and billions? Okay. Here we go. Educational content only. Not legal, all right, tax or financial advice. Results may vary. It's not a little disclaimer like you see on the TV about the vitamins and the medication. Okay, let's play. Now, LLC trap. Here, we need a trap. It's very simple. All I know is today, if we look online, we can find this ourselves as well. This is the FINCEN, okay? They announced last week, this is the Department of Treasury, Financial Criminal Enforcement Network. Wow. See, if you got an LLC in another state when you're not doing business and trying to hide the assets, they're going to audit you. See, our problem is very simple. As we do this thing today, we learn to play the game. As we're basically understanding how to play the game to win. An LLC, it was started because of one reason, sole proprietor. The sole proprietor became an LLC. What happened? See, LLC is what? A limited liability company. The sole proprietors, you being a what? You a DBAU. Most of the time you get a DBAU, you don't have a tax ID, you have your social security number. You can get a tax ID as well if you wanted to. So if we look at LLC, we look at how they set it up in the first place, we had some problems. See, let's understand. The LLC was set up again to be what? Limited liability corporation. So let's understand. Here's an LLC, okay? The LLC is right here. Now, what do? Where's the problem? Most people name the LLC after themselves. I call that dumb number one. Then they name it what it does. That's dumb number two. And then they actually do business. It's dumb number three. See, the problem is if this is sued, they're going to sue you. This equals you. Okay? So let's write it down. Let's follow the head bouncing ball a little bit. If an LLC is sued, you're the officer. You're on the bank account. You're on the pieces. You're on the officer's list. And you're on the Secretary of State's website. So everywhere you look at it, it's, look, you see me. See, if you're incorporated like me, I'm in California. I have legitimate Nevada corporations because guess what? I have business here and there too, real business. Not to try to hide assets. It's like anything else. We look at something. 1995, banks were basically Delaware corporations. All credit cards came from Delaware. Everybody did. But then they decided to disclose information. So everybody ran to Wyoming and Nevada. Real companies. Nevada, Wyoming. But again, real companies. What does that mean? Not to try to hide assets. If you're incorporating like today as an example in California, and you have a corporation here, and you're not really doing business, and you have an LLC in Wyoming, good. We'll audit you. The fine's only $250,000 and to 5 years in prison. It's okay. See, the reality is they're looking at one thing, your tax return. When they look at your tax return, the state you file it, we have an LLC somewhere else. It's like, what's they trying to do? You're trying to hide something. Everything has to be legitimately done. It has to be very simple. So the LLC, you've got to realize one thing. It's you. But if you had division process, a division is a line of defense. So if I had divisions, anytime I have, and I was a management company, if I focus on this very simple today, I was a management company. I didn't name it after you because what this is you. You named it what it does. You name it after you, and you actually do business. That's you. But I've made it a management company, managing entities, okay? I created entities in 1984. I had no choice. In 1984, I had a big problem. I'm known as the king of satellite television, those big ugly antennas. Manufacture, distribution, retail stores doing $100 million. But I also own some Shakey's pizzas, 31 flavor ice creams, Subway, shopping centers, and condos. California sent me a letter. They say you have to pay a franchise tax fee for every corporation. So when you look online, what I call the circus clown, so they need 5 LLCs. The reality is, if you had 5 in California, that's $5,000 just to have a piece of paper. Each one's $800 to $1,000. Just have an LLC. The problem in '84, I didn't want to pay $1.2 million. So what did I do? Simple. I went to Sacramento, California. I asked a basic question in Sacramento, 2 departments. Can I create an entity under my LLC, C Corps, S Corps, and PC? See, I got them all. I'm doing every type of corporation because I'm allowed to, or even a professional corp. So I got basically what? LLC, C Corps, S Corps, PC. It's simple. I got corps owning corporations. Fantastic. But I wanted to ask a question. Could I create an entity? Understand? If California has a franchise tax fee, all right, per corporation up to $1,000, that's $1.2 million. The state you're in today depends on you. What happens is all corporations are filed at state level. If the corporations file at state level, they see you. There's no peekaboo. That's the problem. It's anything else. I got a Nevada, I got a Wyoming. No. They see you. You're the officer. You're on the officer's list. You're on the Secretary of State's website. No matter what you do to protect an asset, the bottom line is there's no peekaboo. What happens with a corporation right now, the LLC, if it had a problem, what you would do basically is one thing. You bankrupted. You have to file a BK, bankruptcy. Bankruptcy is federal protection, automatic stay, okay. But then you guarantee the building, the credit card, the car. So they come get you anyway. See, you're getting yourself all screwed up in this spider web. If we create a line of defense, we have the ability to be like the banks. Banks bankrupt locations, branch numbers, grocery stores, cities as well in front of you. And I don't think you paid attention. So if we bankrupt a piece, I'd rather bankrupt this piece here and keep these other pieces here. It's called strategy. I created a division process in '84 because I didn't want to pay $1.2 million in franchise tax fee. So again, everyone, you got to think about divisions, because that's what you should do today as we play this game to win. What is our goal? To win the game of business. So if you look at this, the trap is you believe a bunch of the BS out there, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, I think you do. Now, for me, I accomplish my goals. I don't ever have an excuse, okay? I don't blame somebody else because life sucks sometimes. You know, born in a taxi, usually abused as a kid, sucks. But here's me in 1981 at the highest and fastest kick on planet Earth, by the way. See, I learned to jump high because I came out of a coma. It's like I felt I could fly. Now, I like goodies. You like goodies? Today, your car is registered to you. I think that's a mistake. Why? When you bump a car, they sue you, you're the registered owner. And then they sue your spouse. See, your problem is you don't plan the problem. You got to realize when you get one lawsuit, they sue you, then your spouse too. You're not planning the problem. And the reality is when you buy something, you do it wrong anyway, in my opinion. This is my opinion. When I bought my Lamborghini, the first one, I bought it through a corporation back then. But then I got divisions and I bought more cars. Every division has its own credit file. So I want you to think about something. Are you willing to sacrifice your family, corporation, or division? I need you to make a decision because this world is mean and cruel. Are you willing to sacrifice family, corporation, or division? Make an intelligent decision. So far, you've been sacrificing you and your family, by the way. That's what you've been doing. And if they sue the corp, they're going to sue you because that's how it works. Division process is what you should pick. Now, I like goodies. Every goodie is a division. Now, let's understand. When I bought this mansion here in the harbor, having the largest U-dock, because my yacht fit in the U-dock. Race boats, sea-doos, and all kinds of Duffys. See, I needed a big yacht, all right, to put in my Duffy. And what I have, my U-dock. I got to decide, hey, where am I going to park my yacht? Where do you park yours? Now, there's 5 islands in Huntington Harbor. I own properties in 2 of them besides this one. Okay. What we do, take a picture. I would love for you to listen, learn, and do exactly what I ask you to do. I can guarantee you $1 million structure in the next 12 months if you listen and learn, but you have to listen and learn. See, you know everything, but you don't. Neither do I. I know how to create millions and billions of dollars. And that's just I'm good at. I've done it since I was a kid. But again, when I wrote my first patent, I was 12 years old. I wrote a patent. I got an offer of a check. And I want my patent and license as well. Okay, simple. Made sense. I got my first Lamborghini as a kid, $1 million in the bank at 15. Why didn't you? Why didn't you? Again, there's your future. I believe your future should be auto income. I don't understand. You drove by the Wendy's restaurant the other day, the same one you drove by since you were 10 years old. Why don't you own it? Why don't you own a piece of it? Okay. See, if we don't create auto income, it's all a bunch of hooey. If we have auto income, that means money coming in all the time automatically. It's an investor. Investors, you watch rich and famous people do this in front of you all the time, but they got past that first $3 to $5 million. You got to get to 3 to 5 million to make it. You have to get the first ones are first $1 million is a pain in the ass. It's almost impossible. You're gonna have to feel like, I'm gonna fall off the cliff. But it's you. Everyone's got a sad story to tell. At the end of the day, I don't think anybody cared. In my life, they didn't care as a kid. That's just the way it works. The difference is I used my childhood to give me fuel. See, it pissed me off to the point I was motivated to get past go and not stay stuck. They used to say, Ray would hide at the library every day. I'm reading books. I was in a coma, 7 years old. I'm begging and pleading with God to let me walk again. I was crippled. When I rode off the couch to crawl to the pee-pee, as she wouldn't take me pee-pee, what did I do? I go pee-pee. I crawled basically from the couch to the pee-pee. I walked back to the couch and freaked them all out. See, God answers prayers. I got to walk again. I promised at 7 years old, because I taught myself how to read when I was 2.5 years old, listening to Mrs. Hope read the book. I promised I'd help people for 50 years. I'll dedicate myself, God, to 50 years, help people. And that's what I want to do. I'll help people. This is my 50th year. This is my last year. It's over. Simple. I will coach my people I do privately, of course. But my junior and senior coaches will take over for me. All right. 2026 is my 50th year. I turned 66 years old on the 8th of March. So the reality is now I'm 66. I'm going on business trips, but I can't write them all off. Understand? When you see these silly circus people, Carlton, Dennis, and this crap, you can write a vacation and call it a business trip. No, you can't. It'd be like writing off my honeymoon. No. You can't write that off. You can't write off the Rolex. That's crap. Okay, crap. Okay, you can't write off half the stuff these clowns are telling you every day. It's ridiculous. But I'm going to basically take this year and make the best I can be and help everyone who wants to be helped by me personally. But it's up to you. Kept my promise. Fight you through the pain. It's not easy. You see, what's not easy is getting through that pain when you get knocked down. Knocked down. It's like you want help. Maybe you got help. Maybe you got a mommy and daddy and family, good stuff. That's fantastic. I didn't get any of it. I got to go in a coma. I got to then from there jump as high as I could up to 13 feet in the air. No problem. I get to take my yacht out, all right, on July 4th, 2009. Worth $3.7 billion of structure. So I became a corporate billionaire structure at 21 years old. Well, I don't know why you did not. 2.6 to 26. I've been out there for 50 years helping people 6 days a week. Where the hell have you been? It's simple. Incorporate presidents, United States of America, Lakers, Clippers, Dodgers, and A's, and normal people too. Not easy. There I'm in the coma. My tax guy steals my 3.7 billion of structure. I get to come back out. And it's like, oh, yeah. See, I'd rather say that than the other words. Oh, yeah, 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 because it's like, yeah. It's what it is. Fighting through the pain is not easy. If you expect easy, I'm sorry, I can't give you that. I can give you fighting through the pain and solving problems and building up and away. But again, you have to be prepared. You got to plan the problem. I thought I planned the problem this last week, but again, I got my assets kicked again. But it's how it works. See, being a Christian is a way of life, not a moment in time. It's like my website called, Jesus is not a drive-through, because he's not. Some people think he is. As a little boy, they kept saying, "How you doing, little boy?" "Oh, he's good. Thank you, Jesus." See, they leave me alone then. I just wanted them to leave me alone. Is that okay? So if we play, I would like you to think about God, family, money. I've been in two comas in my life. One at 7 and one in 2009. It sucks. I've been shot. I've been knifed. It's like, what do I do? You fight through the pain. God is first in my life. It's how I live my life. It's just the way I do it. However you pick your choice. My wife and I have been married this year 21 years. 21 years. Families, husband and wife. We became one. Money. So my promise for 50 years, I've kept it. Hasn't been easy. So 6 days a week. This year, twice a day, you can play with me twice a day, Monday through Friday, and on Saturday for 6 classes. Free. I've been helping people for this long. I got 39 million clients. I've helped 50 million people understand the vision process. Again, you don't even know what it is yet. Unfortunately, you don't. 6 days a week. So if you want to play, can we connect the dots with me starting today? Simple. Now, this sucks. I took my whole crew and my media team to the local junior high. We spent the day giving them out free books. I spent thousands of dollars a day giving out books. That literally they cost on the open market about $25 a piece. I still had to pay for the book, the printing, all the pieces, and the business cards, everything else. I try to help as much as I can. Unfortunately, when we came back, we left our cameras in a secure location. This office is secure. It's never been broken into over 10 plus years. Again, it's secure. We have cameras everywhere. Everywhere. This guy didn't realize we had a camera in the other room too. So this is what happened Wednesday night last week. Right after my birthday. What a birthday present, huh? Rips down the camera. Runs in the other room. He knows exactly what he wants. So everyone thinks it's an inside job or something. Okay. One of those cameras we just bought 3 weeks ago. One of those cameras belongs to our employee named Ryan. It's his pride and joy. It took him money to work his butt off to put it together. All right. The next day I call the insurance company. I'm on hold. Then I call again. I get hung up on. Then I get a form being sent to me eventually. So what do you do? What do you do when you have a week of hell? Oh, I don't know. I got to fight through the pain. That's just me. So Sunday is my birthday. Okay, we changed the time zone. Wednesday, I help the kids. And then Wednesday night, what happens? Then a bank account gets hacked. And my daughter has a flat in her tire. And then I get suspended on TikTok for 3 days. Because I told a story when I was in 6th grade. So what do? You get past go. So today, I have till 4:30 this afternoon to save 2 escrows. Would you like to join me in an escrow? Would you like to literally be and own a storage unit? But it's not you. See, your problem is you got to quit being you. Being you suck. Okay, I'm sorry. So let's understand. Let's say we have the LLC, okay? Maybe we have a C Corp. Maybe we have the S Corp. No problem. These pieces here. What do? If we have a division, whatever your piece is, that division creates an income. That's a line of defense. I don't understand why you do the things you do, to be honest with you. I think they suck. Sorry. I'm going to say my way works, your way sucks. It's as simple. So again, what do we get a choice to do? It's simple. All right. I have 2 escrows I need to save today by 5 o'clock escrow. I'll lose a deposit. I'll lose money. Or I have to figure out something else. I've already done everything I can all over the place and basically play the bouncing ball. But again, the best thing I always did for myself is basically, hey, clients, you want a discount today? You've been waiting to pull that trigger? Hey, let's do it today. So today, you can help me help you. It's going to save 2 escrows. Is that okay? If we want to play? But again, our goal is to raise $20,000 between now and 4:30. That's right. See, one of my merchants, I get instant cash. Instant. I also get Zelle now. So if you want to play today, I'm going to give you some discounts if you do it today. After 4:30, it's up. I can't do anything else because I have to make sure the money's in an escrow. You got a choice. See, today is the day you cannot be a procrastinator. This is the day you got to get past go and quit putting things off. But again, what do you do usually? Yesterday is the same rerun you had the day before. You got to stop the reruns because it's ridiculous. So today it's going to be you're a procrastinator. No, not today. We need the game of business. All I knew when I was a kid, I created something and I wrote a patent, believe it or not. I'm sending the forms out for a patent. I'm 12 years old. All right, understand. I had a beard at 12. All right, that's just me. So guess what? So I sent a patent away and they offered me $1 million. All right, and they wanted to give me a little license fee forever my life. Okay, what do I know? This is happening between 12 and a half to 15 years old. It's so, okay, $1 million in the bank. What do I do? What do I do? See, I created basically winning the game of business. All right, when I was 15, I put it out there in 1976. In 1976, I was 16 years old. I'm 66 now. How many years have I been helping people now? See how it works? Everything is a time for me, time zone. Numbers never lie. Only people lie. That's how it works. That's how it goes through the process. People lie. And the reality is you got to focus on something. We got to praise and, think for the world and pray for everybody. But at the end of the day, we got to take over our circle. Our family circle is God, family, money. God, family, money. You got to take care of you because that's what the ultimate goal is to do. Okay. So I put it out there in 76. In 1985, like I said, in 84, I wanted to not pay a franchise tax fee of $1.2 million. See, I like understanding things. And I create so many things that's ridiculous, you'll get to know me a little bit more too. It's like the oldest credit card on your dashboard. I trained Yarborough in the late 70s. I did that. Okay, I got the oldest credit card. The 20% rule, I got that too. I got an award for getting that. So what do? The next thing I created what's called the Millionaire's Founders Kit. Is it easy? You see, Guthrie Ranker accused me years ago because they're wanting to sponsor me like they did Tony Baloney. They said, all you want to do is help poor people because you were poor. Well, no, I want to help everybody. The other people, all these speakers want to just help rich people. I think everybody deserves a chance. What do you think? 97% of businesses fail because they get a problem. Look at, they have a problem. They don't have the foundation, the structure to get the money to get the honey. Foundation builds, structure gets the money, gets honey. Honey could be the goal, the building, whatever you want. I created the Millionaire's Founders Kit. The Millionaire's Founders Kit. 18 books, CDs, and they said it was way before their time. Very simple. Way before their time. You understand that? I'm told something I create. And basically every Tuesday, I'm at Orange County, every Wednesday, Bonaventure, every Thursday, Ontario, every Saturday, Long Beach. I won an award for being the second largest advertiser in California for 32 years. They're telling me it's before its time. What are you talking about? It makes no sense. So in the link tree, you can get a copy of the Millionaire's Founders Kit we sold for $5,000 a set. $5,000 a set. It's right there. But again, because I'm trying to raise money, today it's half price, 50% off if you did it today. It's up to you. I would be calling basically Lawrence, all right, George, okay, David, or Chris now. They'll take a Zelle, they'll take a card. I'm going to raise $20,000 a day, or if not, I have to transfer something and try to whatever we're going to do next. I don't want to lose these escrows. I don't want to lose an escrow. So it's like, that week for me, So it's $250 if you did it today. Now, you don't have a corporation, it's free. It's in the link tree. I've always given corporations for free for 50 years. I got my first one when I was a kid. I said, only $10. That corporation back then is $30 today. It's in the link tree. Take a picture. Scan it. Do it now. There you go. See, what you got to realize is most of the people say they want to help you. They want to help you out of their money, out of your pocket, into their pocket. I want to charge you fees, but I'm going to help you and overhelp you. See, in my 45 years first and then 50 years now, I never took advantage of a person. I never hurt them. I overhelped them. 6 days a week, overhelp them. You buy a book, I'm going to read it to you. You buy books from someone else, and what's in the book? You're lost. You're so lost sometimes it's ridiculous. It's like the mouse pad. I like to send them out to people who really want a mouse pad. Why? Because it has your future. It is your future. if you would focus and pay attention. I think trying to be an entrepreneur is almost ridiculous anymore. Own the piece, get an auto income, then decide to be an entrepreneur. Pay the bills first. Take care of the family first. That's the ultimate goal, auto income. That's the goal. It's like there's your mouse pad. Take a picture. That is your mouse pad. If you DM today, I'll pay the whole cost for you and send it to you. If you do that today. Today, not tomorrow, not next week. The goal is now, now, now. If not, forget it. That's how it works. Simple. Now, winning the game of business is fun for me. That's what I created in the Millionaires Founders Kit. Then I created a book this last year for the kids and for you. It's called Starting Out Right. That's the book I gave out to all the kids, over 100 bucks on last Wednesday. Thinking I'm helping. I know I'm helping. Did I expect to be robbed that night? No. This is my birthday week. Son of a biscuit. Dang. But I did. But again, what do? There you go. It's in the link tree. Do yourself a favor. Download a copy for yourself and your kids. Then put it in your email. If you want to ever help me. Simple. An email. Send it to everybody. Free. Simple. I want you to help the world. Do you understand? I created the 29% rule. See, I have a problem. I care. When I created the rules and tools, when I trained your world TRW, I actually felt bad. Yeah, I felt bad because the inquiry started the credit bureaus. That's what it was all about. I said, this card. Then basically fluctuation of 29% rule. I felt bad. What about the counterbalance? What about the counterbalance of law? Public record, again, I'd be seeking an attorney. What about the counterbalance of law? That's why I wrote a book called Prove It or Remove It. See, I didn't want to feel bad if someone's stuck in the corner. See, we all feel stuck. We all think the world's not fair. We all think the creditors and the blah, 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 everything happens. You can be in control if you want to. It's up to you. That's a free book. Download it for you and your kids. Federal Trade Commission that says credit repairs are fraud. I am standing in the Reynolds University. It is a 501c3 with a $5 million bond. I don't do credit repair because I think it's a bunch of hooey. I'm going to remove your credit. Oh, good for you. Then you're going to remove credit from people who are lying. You're going to lie for them. Say it's not mine, kind of late. And then they're going to rip off their creditors. Fantastic. No wonder it's against federal law. It's public records right there. They call it a scam. What can I tell you? You have to rebuild your credit. The Credit Repair Act is out there too. We play. So the bottom line, to help you even more, what do I want you to do? Okay, I wish, all right, you could understand winning the credit game. This has all the rules and tools and all the things you get to do for yourself. It's also a free download. Free. See, the goal is free. I want you to learn how to play the game and win. But there's winning the credit game too. You don't need to hire a credit repair. It's up to you. Maybe you got debt. Maybe you need debt crisis intervention. Because that's what we did years ago. It's very simple. Years and years ago, on all credit bureaus, TRW, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, you remember TRW became Experian. There was consumer credit counseling, one of my companies. I've been helping people for 50 years. That's how it works. 50 years helping people every step of the way. Now, maybe you need a copy of the Debt Crisis Intervention. Okay, maybe you need Fair Debt Collection Practices Act right there. It's free. Let's get the information. If we would actually teach people in school, and now I can't say high school because I never went to high school. I tested out at 2-week of junior high, and at 14 and a half, I'm at 2-week of junior high, and I'm also Orange Coast College part-time. So guess what? If we would just teach people what they needed to know, that would be the goal, the ultimate goal. So again, if you share the live today, the ultimate goal is when you share the live, you get some goodies as well. So again, I'm going to say getting the book for the kids, get the book for you. If you need articles, they're in the link tree. And the link tree has all the books you're going to need for free in the beginning. But again, it's up to you. If you DM me, I'm going to send you the mouse pad. So what do? I have a library of my 67 books so far. And I have other ones we're editing all the time. One of my books we're editing, we've been working on, it's called Always Good. Thank you, Jesus. That's how it is. Always good. That's the mindset I convinced myself. As a kid, I had to brainwash myself and I had to basically motivate myself. Always good. See, the problem with the lack of knowledge, which I think you have, is lack of knowledge. You bring the pain home time and time again. It's like when a man starts a business. All right, the wife's going, honey, is this one going to work? Is this going to work? You tried 3 times and you made some work. Maybe it didn't work. They fell on your face, whatever. The goal is you did great because you tried, as long as you try. The wife's going, hey, is this going to work? See, that's the first frustration between husband and wife situation. Is it going to work? Well, under division, it always works. You can roll the dice, give it a hell of a try. If it screws up, you can throw it away and get another piece and get another piece. See, until you stop being the bouncing ball and you're the duck and sheep, it's going to hurt you every time. What do? You sit at the kitchen table with your friends and family. All right. Again, this is a $50,000 card. This is $50,000 the venture card. This is a 10. See, I don't believe you pay off your credit cards every month. That's called dumb, in my opinion, because that doesn't get you a $50,000 card. Everybody says basically they have cards that show me, please. I'm from Show Me State. Usually it's a bunch of hooey. So if we do this, understand, if I put a sticky behind the card, I dummy proof this. This is a $10,000 card. Okay. If I keep it at 29%, I'm in the green. 30 is yellow, 50 is red. See, the problem with most of your utilizations kind of suck. You brought the score down because your utilization sucks. What do? I had an emergency. Okay, let's give you that. The emergency, you should have jacked up these two cards here. Instead, you jacked up you. Why? See, you didn't realize one thing. American Express Platinums and Golds do not fluctuate. They don't have a utilization issue at all. Now, these are my wife's cards because there's always some ding-dong asking me, you really have the cards? But let's understand these cards. If anybody on social media shows you at 950,000, that's a bunch of hooey. They show you anything else, it's crap. American Express, if you look online, it's very simple. When you ask to try use it for 25,000, you're okay. And anything in that up to 100,000, maybe, guess what happens? They put you in a review. They literally stop your file, your case in these cards, and they put you in a financial review every time. Ask them, call them on the phone. So these people doing false advertising is a bunch of hooey. Yes, it's unlimited up to $1 million. Yes, it's paid time 100,000. But every 25,000 you try, what they're going to do? Review. They want to look in your bank accounts. They want to see you have transactions. They want to see you real. So don't believe the liars, please. These are paid over time 100,000. They can log in my accounts anytime. They do it all the time. I use my petty cash account. Shows about basically 300,000 a month easily. So I get qualified, no problem. Now, if you have this today in front of you, that means you have 100,000 of credit. What does that do for you? It leaves you 71,000 of safety. See, I believe to take care of a family of 5, or in a bad time, bad week, bad year, we need 71,000 of credit. If you have these cards, your score never dropped below 750. There's your problem. I think the lack of knowledge is why you've screwed up. Sorry to say, but I think it's true. So when you're at that kitchen table with your friends and family, honey, we're going to start a business. Fantastic. Wow, what are we going to do? We're going to jack up our cards, drop our score, get stuck, can't get any more. Oh, my goodness, what are you going to do? We're going to hawk our house, too. Bottom line is what happens. You brought the pain home. There's no reason to do that. Never bring the pain home. Choice is simple. Repackage you and your family. That's why I called it Repackage in America when I was a kid. I started basically, the Giving Days Foundation as a kid. I had teach our children. Nancy Reagan turned the DARE program. I had the Orange County Blind Center. It's a division. From there, it's an entity. Repackage America is why I named it that way. But then they asked me when I I won an award. They asked me if I was wrong. See, we all make mistakes. Even me make mistakes too. So repackage your life too today, if you wanted to. Now, if you don't have irrevocable trust, I'd tell you to take a picture here. Legal Shield, we're basically part of that organization, and they'll give you an irrevocable trust for about $200 or $300. So again, what you get to do is protect assets. And again, it's up to you. That's all in the link tree as well. The goal is to help you as much as we can. So what do? I need you to focus on something right now. It's pretty simple. The form in front of you is called an SS5. So let's write down SS5, okay? This is a form that you signed and filled out when you were basically maybe 14 to 16, or mommy did it for you at the hospital. It's all based on when Nixon took the gold standard out, then when you were born. When I was born, we were told to go get the form from the Social Administration, blah, blah, blah. I asked the question, now this is SS5 form, are you the IRS? She was so frustrated, she had to get her supervisor. He got frustrated too with me asking intelligent questions. So here's your problem. You don't understand the SS5 form. All right, equals, okay, the SSN, okay? That's the problem. You have to connect your dots. It's in the link tree for you as well. So make a note of it. Get it later today. It's in the link tree. A sample of the SS5 form you never paid attention to. Till I bring up, you don't know what it is. So we play. We compare it to the SS4. The SS4 says employer, entity, or individual person. So here's a form that says on line 1, entity, individual person. So I go back to the board and we basically have from the drawing board. It's very simple. We look at what you have today. Maybe today you have that LLC. Okay, that's good. There's 9 kinds. What kind do you have? 9 kinds. You have 3 properties, 3 houses. Great. All right, you have an LLP. Fantastic. You have a C Corp. You have an S Corp. You have a nonprofit. You have a PC. See, these are the types you can pick. You decide what you want. It's up to you. As long as you have one, that's all I care about. But again, what do you do with it? Again, what do we do? The LLC was designed for one reason. LLC is from sole proprietor, and that's what it did. Sole proprietor became an LLC, a limited liability company. You see, they wanted to be able to receive money under the SS4 and not pay tax for their profitable. SSN is tax now, probably when you're gone. And SS4 is basically no tax until it's profitable. How to receive money as well. So again, understanding these two, that's what I did as a kid, studying the law and accounting almost every day. We have the ability to change the life if we want to. Let's pay attention, please. So the SS5 form right here equals SSN. What does that do also? It equals one other thing. It equals your 1040 tax return. There's your 1040 tax return. See, you get a paycheck. Do you need $64.20 or do you need $10,000? I didn't ask what you want. I asked what you need. See, there's a big difference. Okay. Now understand, let's say we have an LLC. The LLC, you named it after you, dumb number 1. You name it what it does, dumb number 2. And next it does business, dumb number 3. 3 houses, they sue 1, they sued you. You're the officer. You're on the bank account. You signed all the building. You signed the lease. You did everything else for you. But again, this is up to you as well. I would tell you to have the LLC become an S Corp. This is my opinion. The LLC says one thing, okay? It says the employment tax of 15.3%. Okay, 15.3% unemployment tax. Let's pull a draw. Oh, okay. That's okay. But understand something. At the beginning, we all don't make enough money. Is that correct? How do we get our money back? We recycle it. Write down recycling money through house payment. Recycling money through house payments. So what do we get to do? So let's understand. The C Corp is double taxed. So I'd tell you to make that an S Corp anyway. But let's draw the line. Let's understand this. Very simple. Here's a, let's say, corporation or LLC, whatever you want to call it. If we create 9 divisions, okay, and I pray to God you're writing what I write, because this is what you need to be able to put in your brain. When I write, you write. All right, it's 4. Here's 5. Here's 6. Here's 7. Here's 8. And here's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So what do I just do? I just wrote this out. This is a management company. If I create a line of defense, I get to win. If I put each house in a division, I'm basically pretending to be like the bank, the grocery store. Banks bankrupt locations called branch numbers. They get rid of the bad pieces and keep the good pieces. I had my Shakey's pizza. I had my 31 flavor ice cream. I had basically my Subways. Okay, I had my Jack in the Box that I bought when I was 19, these pieces as well. So what do we do? All right, I have my storage units as well. What do we do? See, the management company can manage multiple functions, different types of businesses. When you name this after you, that means you're a duck and a sheep. If you name what it does, all you can do is what it does. It does business, then they sue that, they sue you. If you created a management company like your banks do, understand, banks last year bankrupt 22,000 locations. They bankrupt each location. That's what they did in front of you. I don't think you paid attention. So the banks filed a bankruptcy, automatic state federal protection. See, they're doing tax balancing because they're allowed to. Going back over here, what do we have to do? Okay, let's pretend you do what I ask you to do, not listen to the circus clown Grant. Don't buy a house, sell me the water. Oh, yeah. If you have a house payment property tax, or you pay this for 24 years, it's usually all interest anyway. So what happens if you get your paycheck today? It is taxed. All right, you get the leftover. This is why it's called tax balancing. The tax balancing process is, again, you and the IRS here. IRS is here. No problem. Here's you. You're trying to balance tax. If you have a house payment, what happens when they take your tax, you actually get it back on your refund or your tax return. This is called recycling the money, by the way, if you don't know that. But again, you have you over here. Fantastic. Here's you. All right, here's your spouse. Fantastic. You became one when you got married. Wow, wow, isn't that special? You became one. Then you bought a problem. When you bought the house, you bought it jointly. That's called dumb. Sorry to say, but it's true. Lose the house, what do? Hey, we report it to the IRS as a 1099-C and you have a tax problem. The bottom line is if we play this game to win, what is it? SS5, SSN tax return, that's 1040. SS4, they have an 1124. So the tax ID form, it's even in the link tree as well, so you can connect your dots. That's when you basically download it, print it out, lay it on your table, and understand how to connect your dots. See, if I don't teach you how to connect your dots, you're never going to be able to get there because you don't know what you're doing. I'm sorry to say, but it's true. You're playing amateur hour. You're having this rerun all the time. Line 1 says entity. That's a division, okay? But it also says individual person. Let's watch this. If you want, you can have 3 divisions of me. Please write down divisions of me. Please write down divisions of me. So that means very simple. This first division of me would be for contracts. So I'll put a C in the box. Next would be basically supply turning to cash. The next is just plain cash credit. Division of me. So if I do this and I buy the house has to be irrevocable trust. Where your mistake was you didn't do escrow close, homestead trust before you got the keys. Sorry to say, but it's true. Now, if you have a car, you have a problem. You're the registered owner. Unfortunately, I watched Howdy Doody telling you to sell your car to your irrevocable trust. Irrevocable trust holds all your assets. So if they sue the driver of that car, they sue the irrevocable trust owning your assets. You never want your car, all right, sorry to say, to even be, to hide or protect? No. Here's the keys. I don't own it. It's owned by a division of a corporation because if I bump a car, they're going to sue me, some of these bloodsucker attorneys. I don't want to be liable. I don't want to be a duck and a sheep. If they sue you today because you register your car, don't worry, they'll sue your spouse too. See, you're setting yourself up for probate and lawsuits every day. The number one lawsuit today is a bumpity bump. The billboards on the freeway, check it out. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to take a division, okay? And this is the problem with your registered owner. First, it has your home address on it, your driver's license, insurance as well. This is going to be changed to this. I'd like you to write down, I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not willing to sacrifice my family or corporation ever again. Unfortunately, you do it all the time. I think the lack of knowledge is what we do. I'm sorry to say, but it's true. I don't think people are dumb. I think they follow dumb. Sorry to say, but I think you're missing some pieces. If we connect the dots, we can play the game to win. What a concept. Would you like to learn to do tax balancing? It's right there. It's right in front of you. The SSN, all right, is what? SS5, SSN. We pay tax before we get our paycheck. Here with SS4, we don't pay tax until we get what? Until we make a profit. Here we get the right of interest rate in the credit card. Here we can't write it until we scrub besides our house. So which side of the board you want to be? You want to be both, right? Okay. Let's say you want to be both. That's why your LLC or C Corp should be S. It allows you to file a single filing tax return for either organization at the same time, but everyone understand. It's going to say you need a reasonable paycheck. Reasonable paycheck should be paying your house payment and breaking even, get your money back. That's reasonable, right? See, the bottom line is you want to be rich. I don't think you want to be rich. I think you want to be a puppet master, what I created 45 years ago. Well, what do? So here's 84, okay? 1984, I create division process, all the division process. 1987, I create the dashboard of the last tax ID and applications for credit. 1989, okay, I create the assignment of mortgage. See, all through this process, I can show you time zone, how I created things for myself to help you as well. If I have a problem with a piece of property here, I'm going to disconnect ISA Incorporate. Division process means the world. Now I have a nonprofit. Okay, fantastic. That's a 501c3 exempt in the 1023 form. If you have a house, I would probably take this house here and put it under a division of a corporation nonprofit. See, their grant money is up to $100,000 a month, grant money. So if I put a house here, all right, under the nonprofit, I'm entitled to $112,000 of grant money, as long as they're doing hospice and elderly care. Now I get a different type of umbrella. Rich and famous people have both, which you should do too. Nonprofit help offset some taxes. Dashboard, I set it up in 1987, by the way. Simple. We play the game to win. That's the ultimate goal for all of us as we play this game. The goal is to win the game of business, like I wrote it in the first place. Got it so far? We play. I got an award from the NACB, okay? I created the rules and tools for the 29% rule. So when I put this card and I said 29% rule, it's very simple. It's right there. I got an award for that process. So this means 29% is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. Got it so far? So if we learn to play the game, we can learn to win the game of business. That's the goal. All I know is very simple. All cards fluctuate but two. What does that mean for you? Every card in your personal wallet today, your utilization is probably all screwed up all over the place. It has to go down to 29%. Maybe I have to reposition to get a loan or something or get into the card. If you're in a rapid refresh, it'll block your crappy credit. Sorry, it'll push you up and away and get you some green lights to get into the card and rebalance your debt to ratio. Unfortunately, they didn't teach you this in school. Sorry to say, but it's true. All cards fluctuate, but the gold and platinum do not fluctuate at all. That's the goal. So that's the emergency card you would jack up during that one emergency. But once again, keep in mind, you're not jacking these up past $25,000. That's not possible. They're going to put you in a review. As long as you can justify the bank account, you're okay. If you can't, they shrink the limit and close the card. So when you see phonies there trying to coach online, going blah, 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 they show $950,000, that's crap. Especially Ryan. He lost it 3 years ago, by the way. So they should teach you the rules and tools. See, I'm old school, new school, and future school. I study law and accounting to this day, every day. I have to stay in touch. So what you should do before you kind of screw up your credit, in case you lost your job or something, why don't we increase the limits? Let's increase the limits. So if we look at the card at 29%, that's green, yellow is 30, 50 is red. Again, we can increase the limits. We can rebalance our debt to ratio. Unfortunately, most people ask to increase the limit after they screw it up. Usually the answer is no. So let's take this little cheat sheet, take a picture here. Here's a cheat sheet for you. Take your picture. We'll give you a second to do that. It's pretty simple to understand how to play. The ultimate goal, what do? A $500 credit card is very simple. It's right there. I can use 145. If I look at 2,000, it's 580. 5,000 is 1,450. 25,000 is 7,250. So that's where I'm stuck with. If I go past that, I'm in yellow and red. The rules have never changed when I set up in the late 70s and 80s anyway. Now, I'd like you to do a procedure for me. Would you do that for me, please? I'd like you to think about something right now, okay? If we took our utility bills right now, and our credit card payments, and we paperless automatic payment. Paperless automatic payment. That's what you'd want to do. All right? Paperless automatic payment. What do? We call 888-567-8688, opt out for 5 years off the national mailing list. Now, when I wrote the things and I helped Yarborough TRW, we wrote down fast pay, quick pay. Every credit card, you make an extra payment weekly or bi-weekly. That's what makes your score go up. Paying it to zero makes no sense. That's called dumb. That's why the one who says that doesn't have a card of $50,000 at all, or they have a bunch of little cards, blah, 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 blah. That's how it is. So if we do it the right way, guess what's going to happen? The bank's going to see you're using the credit wisely. You keep a little balance on it all the time because why? You're looking to be a CFO for the family and the corporation as well, right? See, Chase is never going to give you, all right, checkbook money up to $150 or cards worth basically $50,000 per ink card if you keep paying it off because you're not using the money. They sell money. They sell money. They're not going to give you what you want because you paid it off every month. That makes no sense. The phone number is in front of you. It's right there. It's right there. So we call 888-567-8688. That's the goal as we play this game. Now, what I just told you to do is in the right-hand corner, the left-hand corner here. Take a picture of the left-hand corner right there. Now, I tell you to be in a rapid rescore. Rapid. Rapid, when I designed this a long time ago, helping mortgage companies. That's what we did, mortgage companies. And basically what? People had to readjust their debt to ratio back then because they're losing their deposits. Kind of like me today in an escrow today, I lose the two deposits. I've done everything I can to juggle it around. Okay. See, back then, if you're in the escrow, if you didn't close escrow, they just took away your deposit. Back then, we had to do what's called rapid rescore, rapid refresh. Again, in a business escrow, you can't pull out. If you do, the other side wants to sue you. Maybe the house is okay when you buy a house yourself, but when you're in escrow for business, they expect you to close the escrow because you took some off the market. So again, what do? We go back to basics. The SSN is tax, and probate, and we're gone. The SS4 is very simple. It says employer, entity, individual person. It's right there. So it's a universal form. Now, we got to think about bankruptcy. I don't want you to file bankruptcy, but I want you to think about some of you filed bankruptcy. It's hard to say you did. You probably didn't need to, in my opinion, because you're not losing your house or you're getting garnished wages. But you went to a bankruptcy attorney. What do you think he or she's going to sell you? A bankruptcy. They're not going to sell you an ice cream or a pickle. So be careful, please be careful. What we happen in a rapid rescore. A rapid rescore blocks credit, pushes scores up and away. Take a picture right there. It's on the right-hand side. So if I was to do a rapid rescore for you, an analyzation and basically add history, that's what I would do today. The specialist in the back will help you, they'll guide you, and the paralegals will do what? Do the disputes, approve it, or remove it. We don't do credit repair. Now today, because I'm going to try to raise some money before the end of the day, because I don't want to lose 2 escrow deposits right away today, I have till 5 o'clock. So what do? This is $999,000, and what do you get? You get $10,000 of credit to that as a bonus. If it was done today, because again, card or a Zelle, it's very simple. It's $500. You should get the $10,000 of credit. So if I have to work harder to help people to create the solution for those 2 escrows, I'm going to do that. It's card or Zelle. Simple. It's $500 today if it's done today. My deadline they gave me is 4:30 today. I hope I make it because I know they close by 5. I better get what they want. Chapter 18. What do? Come on. We look at this for one reason. A corporation is a legal person. All right. I heard this when I was 7.5 years old. I went to the library to check it out. LLC, LLP, C Corp, nonprofit, PC. It's a legal what? Person, but it may sue, be sued. So they can sue that. I heard this 7.5 years old. I sent away my $10. I was 9. Look online. It's very simple. 9 years old. I set up Helping Hand Industries. Cost me $10. Today, that corporation $30. May sue or be sued. That's kind of silly, huh? You thought it was going to protect you. I think you signed the lease of the building, the car, and the credit card, didn't you? What do? I asked a college professor years and years ago of law. He's a brilliant guy. I asked him a question. I wanted to ask a basic intelligent question. When did an LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corporation, PC grow hands? When they grow hands? See, it didn't. So the bottom line at the end of the day, you signed for the bank account, you signed the lease of the building, the car, and the credit card, and the loan. If you want to grow hands for the LLC and C Corporation, this is where your 3 divisions of you can replace you. If you ever wanted to do that too, it can. It can guarantee things as well, but it's up to you to learn how to play the game division process. You see, I won't roll the dice as me ever. I signed this building here, lease on both these leases as an SS4, not an SSN. I don't want to be a duck and a sheep. So if you ever want to get to puppet master time, it's simple. When you get to about a $5 million corporation, you're on top of the world now. But you're usually going to have bad days. Someone might throw a rock through your window. They might basically rob your house or whatever happens and rob the building, flat tire. What do? You get suspended on TikTok for 3 days for just saying a word. Okay. So guess what we have to do? All right. The goal is here. If I want to get to auto income, I got to go after 100,000. You can become a puppet master if you want to. That's what I started 45 years ago. So structure builds finance and dream. Let's write it down. Structure builds finance and dream. Structure builds finance and dream. Structure builds finance and dream. It's right there. Numbers never lie. Basically, only people lie. That's what we said for 50 years. We have a structure. Take a picture. There's your future. I don't understand why you don't own the Wendy's restaurant or part of it or storage unit or laundromat or car wash. I wrote the books 47 years of these things. I got 2 clients. You need a car wash. No, you need to own it, not run it. I didn't want you to go work there. That wasn't the design of the book. I created auto income in 1987. Timeline. I created dashboards, allow tax ID for credit cards, and I created basically what? I had a problem. My problem was very simple. Okay. I created $53 million of credit cards and it's freaking me out. That was my biggest problem right there. Freaking me out. What do I do? In 1988, I have $53 million of credit cards. Just shrinking my limits because I'm not using them all. What do? I basically created something called leverage and money. Every time there's a problem, I came up with solutions. Simple, boring and steady. I think we should always do boring and steady. Simple. Now I'll teach you how to do all the work yourself. That's no problem. Okay. All right. Here's the broker's list. You do anything on your own. Go for it. 99.9% of people want me to do it with them or for them in the first time. Okay. So if I was letting you do all the work, you can. Now, if I'm going to do it with you, I'm going to be a CFO on your behalf, if you allow me to. You have to elect that through a resolution. What do? The goal should be, let's get a line of credit for 150 to 250. Okay. Bank or basic blueprint on something. Let's put something in escrow. As an application to show you an example, here's American Express Gold Card. All credit applications for cash credit for business have basically for 19 years have division on it because I had them do that years ago. Unfortunately, between pandemic and me dying and coming back, it slowed things down a little bit. They want to give you, understand, I can get you platinum, personal business, expense card, and a card for you. Why do I like these cards? They don't fluctuate for personal. Next thing, they have like blueprint loan. The blueprint loan makes sense. The gold card, okay. Maybe we'll position it for both sides, okay. My wife has both. Why not? So if I have these cards, it's up to $100,000 paid over time limit. But again, after $25,000, they're going to want to look at an account, which they do with us, no problem. What happens if I get one per division? So this is $200,000 of credit for the corporation times 9 more. What would I have? 9 more. I'd have $1 million of credit. See, it's a numbers game. It always has been. So if I have 9 divisions here, 9 divisions, there I am right there, okay? If I have 9 locations, there's 9 more divisions. This equals $100,000 a month, by the way, if you do it right. Per month, that means you have 18 divisions. Divisions never lie. Only people do. What do? Simple. It's a numbers game. If we look at American Express today, they have a blueprint loan. They always told us named after me by 3 employees. Who knows? Maybe true. But they want 30 transactions per month and 100,000. Now the bank, if you have that, hey, I'll line you up. No problem. I'll teach you how to do it. If you don't, I'm going to elect me as a CFO if you want me to help you do that. I'm going to use one of our petty cash accounts. Is that okay? If I'm a CFO, I use my accounts on your behalf. Is that all right? I have no power to do anything, but here's 215. Here's 61,000. Here's another 61. So there's 330,000 just for last month's petty cash account. Is that okay? So I help you do verification and get you past go, because that's how we can close an escrow too. See, I like Lamborghinis and Ferraris and goodies. At one time, I had $2.6 billion of real estate, probably by the time I was 26. Having fun, but it's not me. I'm a puppet master. I don't own anything, never want to own anything. That's 1,013 divisions, by the way. Simple. It's like I always say, it's not mine. It's not mine. It's not mine. But I got the keys. Simple. My first car, one of the first cars was a Quintos Lamborghini. Then I had my race cars, motorcycles, race boats. Simple. So I was born on the 8th. It's a lucky number because it's infinity beyond. But again, what do you do on your birthday week? It's like, oh, hell week. Okay. What do we do? Not mine, but I got the keys. Not mine, but I got the keys. That's just parking at the mansion in Huntington Harbor, where my Ferrari and all my little Mercedes is over there in the corner. Not mine, I got the keys. Because it belongs to a division. Even the Harding division. God's gift is very simple. Houses in Havasu, Big Bear, and all the other areas, no problem. God's gift. Where you park your yacht? I parked mine in my backyard at the time. Where you park yours again? Please show me. I'm from Show Me State. Even the Duffy, I would show you flat out. And what happens? I take my wife to Captain Jack's on the weekend. Now I can't write that off, ladies and gentlemen. That's a bunch of hooey you hear. Carlton, Dennis, and all this crap. You can write off the dinner. You can have a chef at home. No, you can't. I think that's a bunch of hooey. Okay. I think Ken Nader has it right when he basically says it's wrong. But again, that's his opinion. I got my opinion too. The race boat, the Lamborghini. What do we got? The yachts too. Why not? Helicopter. Goodies and goodies. If you want me to do all the work with you, it's fine. Very simple. And if you've been here before, I think you're here today. That's what we get to do. Let's think. If I do all the work for you, I line you up. Okay, don't be surprised. I want to put you in a storage unit. It's one of the first ones. Why? It's run by management companies, the dummy-proof business. A dummy can own it and not do a damn thing. It creates income. You enhance income or you replace. That's your goal. But it's up to you. I like all these businesses. It's based on divisions. It's based on volume of money. It's based on line of credit. These are 150s right here. If I borrow money into an escrow, escrow closes, the management company verifies how we paid, and they make that payment every month before they give you the leftover. They won't let you screw this up. That's how we designed it in the first place. You get the leftover after the bill's been paid. Simple. The bottom line is that's up to $10,000, $100,000 a month if you want that. But again, what do you do? So let's say if I get credit cards for my organization, LLC, C Corp, whatever you got, I'll probably use credit cards like the in cards, a little bit of it for Bitcoin, crypto, all right, stock trading, or whatever it's gold, silver. That's a credit card process. But again, the lines of credit or blueprint loan is going to be escrow money. So you have to realize I'm going to build that up and away. Credit cards build you to get more. That's the goal. Cards build more. We have to have our foundation as a CFO 750 score. But again, what do we do? So again, understand what happens for the investing into a project or something. Your goal is the project's good if you're going to get 3,000 to 5,000 to 10,000 a month. That's what it should be, a minimum of 3. Okay, so if we get 3,500 to 9,650, is that okay, or 9,660? That's auto income. It's a division forever, and you own it and tied into your irrevocable trust. It's yours forever. See, when you invest, you should own it forever, but you should buy something as your cash flow and free up your time. What I put in my book when I was 15, by the way. So a division. Here's the thing today about division process. Divisions cost about $1,000. They're expensive. See, I set up the Experian, Treasury, and Equifax on the division process. So I set it up for you. It's very simple. What do we get to do? We get to play the game to win. Okay, so today I'm trying to raise literally, all right, $20,000 before 4:30 because I have a problem. If I don't close the escrows today by 5 o'clock, I lose the deposit. That sucks. I didn't rob my own building. I didn't have all these problems myself, but it happens. So we have a blank time. Now you can capitalize on me and I can help you help me. 9 divisions is $1,000 today. There you go. Simple today. If I wanted 18, it's $14.99. Okay. 36 is $19. I need you to take a picture of this because it's a giveaway. Now remember something. I'm going to tell you every chance I can. If we won, this is 100,000 a month right here. If I have 72 divisions, 72, that will equal $1 million a month if you lay it out right. See, the difference is for you, let's understand something. Numbers never lie. If I have 3 divisions under the corporation, that's $300,000 of credit. If you do it my way, I'll do it with you for you. It's about $30,000 a month income. If I have not 6 divisions, that's $600,000, and that gives me about $60,000 of income. If I have 9, that's that $100,000 a month. Okay, and that's basically going to be about $900,000 in credit, not counting the parent company as well. See, numbers don't lie. It's called positioning. Numbers are in position to do what? To create a credit file. So basically what? Leverage more money to more money. So it's very simple today. As we go past this, so the difference is very simple. As we get past, go take your picture, please, because that's the division process you do today. You would Zelle, or you can call the office and talk to one of the guys in the back. They're going to run a card, or they're going to do a Zelle. It's going to be up to you, but that's today because 72 would make sense. But because I need to raise dollars between now and the end of the day, that 100 divisions is half that price. So it's a 72. Take a picture. I'm going to say half the price for the 100, half the price for the 72, if that was done today. Because again, I don't want to lose those deposits in escrow, but it's up to you as well. So if I position 25,000 in an escrow, what do I do? Now they paid the bill. Now I get the leftover. That means 4 people, me plus 3 more, get up to $3,200 a month. It's forever. That's to go to own a piece unless you want to sell it. It's up to you. The value goes up and away. 50,000 is 5,600. Numbers don't lie. Many people do. If we want 75,000 in an escrow with 75, that's actually what it does. It seems to almost work out the same kind of numbers minus a 0. $100,000. Okay, that might be a Wendy's restaurant or storage or a laundromat. 9620. Take your picture. That's your goal. So I believe today you should actually focus on building that, structure and finance and dream. It's up to you. It's how it works every step of the way. It always has, always will. So I have to blueprint you. That means you and I are going to be on the phone for about an hour. And what we're going to do today on that hour, okay, we're going to talk to you and your partner of life. Past, present, and future, good, bad, ugly. You have a tax problem or bankruptcy, you need to know that. Did you ever mess up Chase Remark Express? You need to know that too. Family, we have family and kids. Corporation, what do you have? How many divisions do you have? The bottom line is none of you have any divisions, and you don't have any credit reports for your corporation because you didn't learn to play. You didn't come with me long enough. Anyway, I've been doing this for 50 years. Where have you been? You need irrevocable trust. The car division, simple. We're going to look at basic auto income, house, trust. And when I wrote this, when I was 15, I wrote down cash flow fee per time. It's on page 6, paragraph 3. See, I've been fighting people stealing my goodies all my life, and that kind of sucks too. A blueprint costs $3,000. The team gave it away for $2 today. Okay. Here is very simple to you. If you want it today, all right, so what's going to happen is basically it's $1,000. So you get to save half, more than half. But if you did it today through card or a Zelle, it's $500. I need to raise money by 5 o'clock, 4:30 at the latest. That's my cutoff. I'm running out of time. So that's $500 if it's done today. You call basically the specialist, 800-254-9506, or you Zelle. Simple. See, it's your turn. Your turn. See, for me, all right, I already did all the juggle struggle this last week. I had to because I had no choice. You know, they robbed us, we get a bank account hacked. I mean, if everything go wrong, it did. So again, what are we trying to do? It's your turn. 3 months of coaching, $50,000, all right? Line of credit, $4,000 normally, okay? It's $10,000, $11,000 usually. These are things we're lining up today. So what's going to happen is very simple. It's $3,000 today. All right, if you get that coaching. But again, I'm going to play silly. I'm sorry. All right, so don't let it stop because I'm going to give it away today. If that 3 months of coaching was done today for $2,000, then we're going to take it. It's a Zelle or it's a payment. It's a card. It's now. If it's not done today, I can't offer it tomorrow because my escrow closes today, and I am on the timeline. So that's $2,000 for coaching. 3 months. It's still $50,000 of credit. 6 months of coaching is $100,000 of credit. $8,000 is a discount. And from there, it's normally $22,000. Go, what are we going to do? So that's $5,000 today. $5,000. But again, what are we going to do for that 6 months of coaching right away? It's very simple. If it's Zelle or a card, you call 800-254-9506. That's $3,500. Write it down. I'm making these up as I go. $3,500. And that's 6 months of coaching with $100,000 credit. I'm going to close this escrow, hell or high water, is what they said years ago. What do we do? 9 months of coaching, $150. That's our ultimate goal. It's discounted usually 12. We give it away for what? $7,000. That 9 months of coaching today is very simple today. It's $4,000 if it's done today, $4,000. Today, not tomorrow. My escrow closes today, so I'm under the gun. So what do? I'll work my tail off for everybody because I want to get the escrow closed. There's 2 of them. I don't want to lose them. So that's today. Write it down. Hope the guys wrote it down in the back because I'm not memorizing this. I usually memorize everything anyway. 12 months of coaching. That's $200,000 in credit. That's crazy. All right, they gave it away for $9,000 today. Almost 10 grand. Never offered, never will be offered again, but it's now. If you want 12 months of coaching, I'll work my tail off because I want to close those escrows. I don't want to disappoint some people. So that's what I'm going to do. 12 months of coaching right now, if it's done by card or check or whatever you do, is Zelle, it's $5 grand. $5 grand. Yeah, it's the giveaway because I'm going to close this escrow high water. I got to. I don't want to disappoint some people. It's not their fault our place got robbed and a bank account got hacked. So $5,000 flat out is going to coach for 12 months. It's a one-time opportunity today. It's not going to happen tomorrow because escrow closes today. Puppet Master time is simple. It's $5 million business. The first million is the biggest pain in the ass at. Mindset's for me. If I can touch it, I can kick it. See it, believe it, go get it. The goal is how we play this game to win. We have to win the game. We have no choice. I've always looked for more opportunity. What did I do? I went to what? They're selling payphones. Okay. $1,600 per payphone route. They make $300 a month. Okay. By the time I was done buying payphones, I had 22,000 payphones. 22,000, doing 6.6 million a month. Again, in choice. A choice is very simple. We get to play the game to win. Had 19 houses in divisions and corporations back then. Corporation, I turned a division process. All I know today is God put me on this planet to help you. I've been shot. I've been comatose, all this great stuff. I'm still here trying to help you. And that's how it works. I like goodies. You like goodies? But I don't own a goodie because I don't want a goodie in my name because I want to take it away. I think we should have irrevocable trust, get the goodies and protect the assets. And what we do, division process. As a little boy, how you doing, little boy? Always good. Thank you, Jesus. That's what I always said all my life. Thank you, Jesus. Today, you have the ability to spend the whole day with me on Saturday. Saturday. We spend the day with Ray. That's what we call it. The bottom line on Saturday, we have leverage in the money. This class is $500 unless you're in coaching. But again, today, all right, it's literally $200 if you do it today, now. Because I want you in all 6 classes on Saturday. The other ones are free. And again, it's called the office. Do a Zell, and a now, and a card. Simple to do. So what do we do? 800-254-9506. You got David and Lawrence in the back. I think Chris might still be here too. But again, talk to them right away. There's the number, now. Because I'm fighting time right now. When I see the clock at 4:30, I'm going to probably stop with my broadcast. I had to go call escrow and say, how am I going to do this now? It's repackaging you. That's the goal. $25,000 in credit. Let's say you want it for you personal or corporation, no problem. They give a discount today. Their discount was very simple. Here's your choice, your option. Okay, I will double it for the $19.99. Write it down, or I'll give you the $25,000 for $1,000. You decide what you want. Up to you. That's how it works as we play this game. Again, it can be Zelle or card. If we need $50,000 in credit, it's $5,000. Normally, they gave it away for $3,000. So today, that $3,000 would get you $100,000. If all you want is the 50, then we're going to say it's half price. It's $1,500. So I'm going to challenge you today to help me help you. Simple. If we play this game to win, that's the ultimate goal for all of us. If we need $100,000 in credit, what are we going to do? Very simple. Okay. All right. 50,000. I'm going to double that. So 100,000. Okay. Normally 100,000 is 10 grand. Their discount was $5,000 today. So you got 2 choices. All right. At 5,000, I will double that too. All right. 200,000 in credit. If not, it's $4,000 today. Simple. For the 100,000. You want to double it? It's up to you. What do we do? Simple. We're going to play. I'm going to close these escrows. Hell or high water. I have to. I'm not going to disappoint people because my office is robbed and had a bank account hacked. All right. I don't want that to happen. But again, 200,000 in credit. Okay. It's usually 20 grand. The discount was 7,000 today. Okay. All right. 7,000 today. I'm not going to double that. But again, if you do that today for $200,000 of credit, it's half price. It's $3,500 now. Simple. It's up to you. Again, call the office right away. We're closing an escrow today. Have to. The goal is to repackage you like Reynolds University, what I had. I was proud of myself once. I was on top of the world. Then I got to die in a coma. Kind of sucks. What would you do when you've got $3.7 billion of worth, our structure, and you go into you take out your yacht in the backyard or watch the fireworks on July 4th, and the next day you're in a coma? Kind of sucks. But again, that's what happens. You have to fight through the pain every time you can. Tax guy steals my $3.7 billion. All right. Nurse asked my wife if I'm a donor. I got a chance to come back. And I said, go back. So there's no excuse for any of us. I moved 24 times by the time I'm 11 and a half years old. It kind of sucks. Been shot. I've also been knifed. So the difference is we have to realize one thing. There's nothing stopping us to getting the goal, the dream. Finance, structure. Me, it's a mindset. Touch it. I can kick it. I can kick it. I can touch it. It's like today, your driver's license, insurance registration needs to be a mailing address, not your home. And division of a corporation should be that versus you being the bouncing ball. Do not put it in your book of trust, please. I don't believe that. I see it online. That's called dumb. Cars. I love cars. They're great. I got a bad day. I just get in a car and turn on the engine. Go boom, boom, boom. Sorry, you believe the car dealerships. They use this ICA report. They made up a credit report. The credit bureau, and what happens, credit bureaus, you know what they are. The ICA for car dealerships, most of them, 99.9% lie. They market the cars 60%. They basically want to run inquiries because they get $240, $224 on you for every inquiry. You let them switch it for 5 hours. Stop it. They ask you what payment you can afford. Shh, $100. Shut up. What do? You sign the piece of paper, run my credit. Right above a signature, you write allows one inquiry. You set the tone. You take a picture. See, the car should have been bought through fleet price tax ID division. That's what I do for our cars. My wife signed her name 28 times to pick up that car. As a division of a corporation, that's how it works. So if we look at repackaging you, the goal is to rebuild you and kind of dissect every pieces and rebuild you the way I want to rebuild you my way, because I think you're missing some pieces. I think you're great. You're here today. God put you here today with me. Simple. If you don't have, it's called an irrevocable trust, take a picture. Legal Shield does a great one of that for you, a couple $100. Protects your assets and your equity as well. What do? There's that. They remind you what happened to me last week. Sunday's my birthday. I'm having a birthday week. Wow. Wednesday, I go to the school and give out free books to the kids, and I teach 3 classes, simple, to help 100 kids. Okay, no problem. We brought our cameras back in a secure building. But again, what happens next? 12:03 at midnight. All right, what happens? This crook breaks my glass. He rips out the camera off the wall. He knows exactly to go in the other room and steal the camera. So one of those cameras belonged to Ryan, an employee. We got to replace it now. So that's very simple. What do? From there, one of the cameras belonged to the company here. I did this other thing about funding money, but their hours didn't work. A couple of people helped, and I really appreciate the ones that helped. I asked Brandy and Chris, why are we doing it? Because I don't think it's going to work. And that's just my opinion. So I've had a hell of a week. Hacking of a bank, how to get a flat tire, and so much more. You have no idea what are we to do to play. There's your future. If you allow me to help you, I'll get you there. So my goal today, help me help you, is very simple. Let me save 2 escrows. Simple. What do we get to do? I'm trying to raise $20,000 today before 4:30. I got about 21 minutes. From there, what are we going to do? Rapid rescore pushes the score up and away and blocks crap. Okay, let's do that. But again, that's $1,000 with a $10,000 card, rebuilding you in analyzation, and we're doing the dispute process for 9 months. Today, like I said, to still get 10,000 of credit, offered for $500. It's a giveaway because I want to help you, but I need you to help me too. It's a win-win situation for both of us. It's a card, it's a Zelle, whatever you need to do today. Very simple. Structure builds finance and dream. That's what it has. I love the structure of the finance and the dream because that's what I created for myself and my family. I want to create for you. I like to do a customized one on the phone with you for an hour, please. I can change your life if you allow me to. It's called Boring and Steady. Simple. I'll teach you how to do it yourself. No problem. We do all that too. Less than 0.5% does that because they want someone to hold their hand and answer the questions. See, you've always wanted someone to help you and answer the questions to get to millionaire lease, right? Well, I did millions and billions, so the corporate structure, not me, of course. I'll teach you how to play the game if you want to, but it's kind of up to you. If we do it together, you'll elect me as a CFO. The bottom line is, I'd like to get you the 150s that basically what? Over at the banks, lines of credit. I'd like to get you the blueprint loan in American Express up to 250. But again, you got to give me a chance to help you, and that's the bottom line. The line of credit should go into an escrow. I like goodies. So I've been basically through what I call hell and back many times, but I'm still here trying to help you if you want to play. That's 1,013 divisions today. It's very simple. So what do? I want you to focus in the future to get to $5 million mark. $5 million. Why? $5 million, not only are you in the Puppet Master Club, but guess what? You're never going to have to look back. The first million is a pain in the ass at. The hardest one is always the first million. Second one, okay. Third, fourth, fifth, not a problem. That's why getting the LLC to be S Corp or C Corp to be S, it allows you up to $3-5 million without much tax at all. We will pay tax on certain things like property tax too. But that's basically becoming a puppet master if you want that as well. You'll be stuck with me every step of the way. Is that okay? Even after this year, I'll be coaching privately to my private people I coach to. I just won't be in the office because guess what? My office centrals will move in and basically my son's going to take over because he wants to. So what do we do if I do all the work? If I lined you up in escrows, I'm going to give you a folder per week. In the folder per week or email, you're going to get 10 options, 10. You decide which one you want because I lined up the credit for you. If we take a line of credit, remember, our blueprint loan, you're going to put it into escrow. Escrow closes, but then the escrow pros show how you paid for the escrow. They let the management company, it's basically whatever you bought. They pay that payment out of the proceeds on a monthly basis. You get the leftover. They will not let you pay that bill. That's how I designed it in the first place since 1987. Bottom line, it's simple. We get to play. That can be up to 10,000. Should be 10, least 100,000. So what do we look at? Credit cards could be Bitcoin, crypto, stock trade, stock trading, whatever, gold, silver. But the line of credit should be an escrow, don't you think? This creates literally up to $3,500 to $95.60 a month. It's auto income. Again, you get to own a piece forever if you want to, tied to your irrevocable trust. I don't understand why you don't own a piece now anyway. Divisions are simple. I set up the dashboard that allows T or W sparing. Now it's a sparing. Okay, no problem. And Equifax, TransUnion, the business reports. I get to add history. So when I show you flat out credit history, what we need to do is very simple. Okay. So here we got about 60 million of credit cards. Is that okay? I can build in history with you using my reference points if you allow me to, but it's up to you as well. We get to play the game to win. So again, divisions. Divisions help us build structure. Divisions have their own credit reports. Division, if I have a problem, I can disconnect, isolate, and throw it away, like the bank or grocery store does as well. No intent to do fraud. Never have I intent to do fraud. I'd have to testify against your court law if you did, so don't do that, okay? 3 divisions. 9. This is with or without credit. Take a picture. That's what it is, with or without credit per division. I'm still going to set up the credit reports and line it up for you. No matter what you want to do, we go to days you chain credit. If you want 9 divisions today, it's simple. It's $1,000, 9. But here's the thing, it's weird because I'm running out of time. 9 divisions today is $600. If it's card or credit card or Zelle, now, $600. I'll lose money, but that's okay. I'll close an escrow. I'll write off the loss anyway. That's how it works. Business to business. 18 divisions. Okay, 36 divisions. 72 divisions. If you have divisions already, upgrade to the next level. The ones you're missing to make that count be a total count. Well, what do? Simple. You call the guys in the back right away. 800-254-9506. We have a choice today. It's Zelle or card. You get to play the game. $25,000 in escrow. All I know is when I bought my first Jack in the Box, it made sense as a corporation owning the pieces. From there, I did a storage unit with my ex-father-in-law. We made money on that too. Simple. $25,000 in escrow. That's a laundromat, a dry cleaner, a car wash. Up to $3,200 a month if the bill's already paid. That's the leftover. We're not rich. I don't want you to ever want to be rich. I'd like you to think about income for the corporation. Does it pay tax first until it's profitable? I like you to remind you, you pay tax on your paycheck before you get your check. That's why it should be S corporation, from LLC to S or C to S as well, in my opinion. But I'm not here to be safe an attorney. Just give you my opinion. 75,000, 7,500, 100,000, 9620. There's your future. That's the ultimate goal for all of us. The blueprint is very simple. It's you and I on the phone for an hour. They sell it for $3. All right, give it away for $2. I gave it away today, literally for $9.99. Today it's $500. I'm going to close that escrow, hell or high water, no matter what happens. I got to close the escrow. So what happens is very simple. All right, see, when you're backed in a corner, when they rip off your building and they hack your accounts and all this crap happens on your birthday week, what do? See, I don't like my birthday. I never have, never will. This birthday proved I didn't like it as well because of what happened again. It always happens. There's always some crap happening. Today, that's 3 months of coaching. 25,000 of credit goes into escrow. That's 4,000. Those are the pieces to play with today. It's 3,000. No, it's $2,000 flat out. 2,000 by check or card or Zelle now. $2,000. Simple. But it's now because I'm running out of time. I got 5 minutes left. 6 months of coaching, 100,000 of credit. It's $5,000 today. And what happens is a discount. If it's done today, very simple. We're going to do that basically for $3,500. Done. What do? 9 months of coaching. All right, $150. That's what we got to do instead of $12,000. Simple. We discount it today for $7,000. But again, what do? We do it for $4,000, $4,500 today. $4,500. There you go. So I got to close an escrow. So if I can help you, you can help me. Guess what? We all get to win. That's the goal. 12 months of coaching, 200,000 of credit. That's crazy. But again, the discount today is $5,000. 5,000 if it's done today by card or a Zelle. Becoming a puppet master, it's not going to be easy. We're going to fight to the pain together if we want to. That's all we did to do all the time. Referrals give you what? We build credit. We give money back to you at 10%. So the bottom line today is 800-254-9506. You got basically Chris and you have Lawrence in the back, or Wayne to help you. 800-254-9506. We have to look behind the curtain every time because we hear no. It doesn't mean no. It means they don't know how. So the goal is simple today. I'm going to stay safe, strong, do my best, and Jesus do the rest, and pray. You want easy? I'm not easy. I can't be easy. It's always a bouncing ball. So today you got a choice. The choice is simple. 800-254-9506. If you want those discounts, it's now. You've got basically a couple of minutes to call 800-254-9506. Talk to Lawrence and David now. If it's not done right away, sorry. I'm going to go make a phone call, close an escrow, basically loosen deposits, and that's the end of the day, because tomorrow I'm not giving that again. This is a giveaway if it's done today. So we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget, at the end of the day, God loves us all.